We have never ever seen the crypto market crash this hard. And not actually in terms of percentages. I mean, it's awful to take a look at. Minus double digits all across the board. Almost nothing is going down, simply. It's just all crashing down. But I'm telling you right now, real bear markets, first of all, are way worse. Second of all, it feels more than an altcoin flush rather than full-on capitulation because, well, even though they're down a lot, right, and these numbers look awful, Bitcoin is at $95,000 a coin. If you really start thinking about it, it's not actually that bad. But these alts are trading as if Bitcoin went back to $70,000 as well. And that gives me a bit more confidence that things are not that bad. On the opposite side, it makes you realize as well that what if Bitcoin goes down hard right now? Not because the fundamentals have changed. No, I still believe that a few months away from crazy heights. But like I've been stating for a while, sometimes the journey is way harder than the end result. Or, it's not worth it to get to the end result for some people because the messages I'm getting, some of them are really, really sad. Some of them are really positive as well. There are a couple of people who had shorts in, which was really interesting to see. And I just took a look at the ROI ranking of some of the traders in the team as well. And some people have been doing really, really well, even though the market is just crumbling down like crazy. And that's the point, right? Very often we look at this market from a bullish perspective, which I often do as well, because I honestly believe we'll be at crazy heights not too long from now. But another funny thing about it is that if you really start thinking about it, there's always opportunity in every single direction. Taking a look at XRP, for example, you can see our trade is not looking amazing. I mean, our average price is down tremendously, so that is super, super nice. But as you can see, we were able to buy at some of the best moments right here, but it was actually just a target or a order that I had open for a longer time that just got filled. But honest truth, this kind of feels like a little bit of a scam wake. I was not awake to see it, but I think this might have been 6 a.m. Dubai time, something like that. But the fact that the price went to 177, again, this just first of all shows that if you were shorting, you could have made good money, sure. But also, if you were just paying close attention, XRP is up 40% or so from the bottom. Now, I don't want to be that guy to say it, but this feels like a little bit of a scam, right? Not on the XRP front, just along the lines of this is completely just destroying every trader. Actually, one of my accounts got wrecked. It's actually a very, very low risk account, but I think just some cryptos had a crazy move where I had enough to fill everything up. Everything was actually quote unquote fine. I think it's just the fact that if we're taking a more broader look here and we take a look, for example, hey, so on the, let's quickly see here, on the second around, let's say 8 now, let's go 12. So on the second, why is this so annoying? There we go. On the second around, let's say 12, how far did it go down? About 40%, yeah. So in 24 hours, let's see here. Let's take that. It's not working properly. Okay, it's not working perfectly, but you guys can see it basically went down like 40-something% or so in a day. This is 12. Okay, so we took a look at 12 o'clock. 41% in 2 days. This is 2 days. What am I doing? 39%, almost the same in just 1 day. Again, it's two ways to see it. On the one hand, I personally see it as, for anybody that's still in, anybody that's still holding, first of all, the word that should be coming up into your head is opportunity. That's one. That's because I told you guys yesterday I'm buying like a crazy guy. It's going down more, but I'm still buying more. So opportunity is definitely one of the words I'm loving in this sense right now. Another word is, well, at least the real worst is over. Not because we can't go down further. Obviously, you take that into consideration. But mostly from the perspective that if you go down 40% in 1 day, that's almost one of the worst crashes I've seen for XRP maybe ever. I'm not so sure, but I think, I can't remember at least when times were this bad. So the fact that you're still here watching this means most likely the worst ever move is behind us. But also, really, when you start looking at the numbers, right? If I quickly refresh this, I have never seen liquidations as high as they've been tonight. So meaning if you got wrecked, let's just quickly refresh this. This is the biggest move I think crypto has seen in a long time. It's not reflecting here just how crazy it is. I think it needs to get a little bit of a time to update in this graph right here because the liquidations that we've seen today far, far, far outweigh what we saw back there. Or maybe they do it as a little bit of a combination of the last two wicks right here. I'm not so sure, but point being, what we've seen this night, no. This will go into the history books. That 12-hour period, there was some point in there where everything just absolutely went to the ground. And again, the funny thing is, it doesn't necessarily change anything about the longer term fundamentals or anything. All we know is, first of all, this space is very heavily manipulated. Second of all, it's all turning to Trump. People are all forgetting about all the positive things that came out just now. And the only thing I'm seeing people talk about, first of all, is, well, anybody who took that leap of faith just now, they're wrecked. Second of all, that fact that right now we went down more in a single day than the COVID crash, perhaps even more than the FTX situation. I don't think so, but it could actually be, because as I said, see this Tom Dante post. It's really mesmerizing, I guess, what we've seen. But Jim said, beware of last night's NASDAQ sellers who gleefully took the index down 2.6%. Again, we're not alone. They have to come back to make themselves right. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, I've said this for a while now, that it seems this whole DeepSeek situation caused a bit of a cascade, which I would say is quite misplaced, but it does hurt the market. So is it fair? Are we right now trading at fair prices? Well, I'd say if we kind of zoom out a little bit, we are still up a ton on most of the coins. I mean, XRP went from 50 cents in November to $2.50 right now. So it's still very, very good, but it just hurts to see it being, so close to going to a $4 or $5 in a few days, to being down tremendously in the short term right now, like 40% in a day. But the opposite side, as I said yesterday, this is again why we're here, right? The fact that it can go from 50 cents to $3 in a few weeks is also kind of what makes it so that it can go back down significantly in a short amount of time. But that's the opportunity that we seek. And so you can call me a freaking lunatic for saying, hey, you know what? I don't give a crap. I'm just buying everything. I don't give a shit. The only problem is I have to be more careful, like I said before, with my buys here, because if the overarching market, the overarching narrative is so bearish, it's not as if I can't just all in and just cash into my price. No, but it's more along the lines of, I kind of prefer right now to miss out a bit and having it bounce in my face super, super hard with not getting myself perfectly in versus going all in a bit too high. And again, I'm just saying, this is more than what we've ever seen in terms of crashes. So from any angle, anything in my body is screaming, Dusty, you got to risk it for the biscuit, man. This is for the family, right? It's not that bad. There's nothing I've seen except for the fact that people are just making it a big deal. I mean, tariffs. When I look at the YouTube comments, everybody's saying, yep, this means a recession is in. And if a recession is in, theoretically speaking, it should be good for our coins, but it doesn't seem to be that way. It's just been so interesting to watch this all unfold. But in reality, for example, the XP community was not really phased, which was nice about it, I guess, because it's very important in these times to keep each other company, or more along the lines of, make sure to check up on your peoples. If you know somebody's trading, send them a little message. Today I was making some jokes to one of my friends, basically the guy who told me to sell everything yesterday, if you guys remember. In that video, I said, one guy's texting me right now. He says, sell everything right now. And I said, no. And he said, are you feeling okay? I said, no, man, I'm feeling super, even though I never feel, it doesn't faze me, it doesn't hurt me at all. But he said some really kind words, which again, I'd say I didn't need, but it's still, let me just say it like this, some person might need it, so check up on your peoples. Also, again, if we're talking about the land of opportunity, the lower things go, the bigger the opportunity is, right? The better things get. This is just a lot of people do not understand that at these points, man, do things get juicy. Because this is, again, where generational wealth can be made, or you can cry for a long time after making the wrong decision. Some of my friends say, nope, don't touch anything right now, because we're basically seeing the market crash so much that this is going to be down for a longer amount of time. Again, maybe multiple weeks, multiple months. With the overarching bull market still being in play, I feel as if people are just overreacting significantly. I mean, Bitcoin is down like, oh, Bitcoin's down 5%. Whole market down 70%. Bam! This is what Trading Axe said. Trolling aside, this is peak 2022-esque capitulation. Almost feels identical to the FTX implosion for altcoins, not Bitcoin. A mini bear market inside of a greater bull market. I don't think we've topped, really, macro-wise. We end up higher mid to long term on strong coins. Problem is, most of you end up grinding your cash stack to zero, buying every potential bottom that just goes lower. Don't get wiped out revenge trading, God bless. My response to that is, the greatest opportunity comes in moments like this. Be fearful when others are greedy, be greedy when others are fearful, the great 𝗕𝗓𝗄 says. And I mean, it's kind of funny how right now the most sense-talking people are sport guys like Scottie Pippen and I guess fitness influencer 𝗕𝗓𝗄. But regardless, really, when you start thinking about theory, when you start thinking about what would be objectively the best decision to make, it would not be to sell everything and cash out and be done with it, unless, like I always say, you have made life-changing amounts of gains. But I always say every single top, if you are witnessing life-changing amounts of gains, change your life, But for me, I'm not finished. All right, job not finished. This is not. We're not done. All right, regardless of what happens, there's absolutely zero chance I think this is over. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not your financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Again, I'm not feeling too well if you're hearing it. Maybe because of the market. But man, I've still been surprised though. The fact that we see something worse than COVID, the fact that we see something worse than FTX, really? Why? Why are people this? But again, I look at the comment section and people are really, really freaking out. And it's funny that most XRP holders, zero comments, nobody's saying anything. But it's mostly people who are holding stupid altcoins or meme coins, really. Total liquidations, $2.32 billion in a day. So yeah, a lot of accounts got wiped out. Largest single liquidation was $40 million. Just be happy that was not you. If it was, yeah, I don't know how to console you, man. You're going to have a bad time. That's it. Well, I mean, you'll make it all back. That's what I always say. Remember, I've been here for a long time, right? Soon we'll be here for a decade. And one of the most fundamentally strong, beautiful pieces I can give you right now, I think there's two. One, just because a coin is down 99% doesn't mean it can't go down 99% again. And I've learned this in basically the bear market, where you start buying things that you don't actually believe in because you expect them to go up. And again, sometimes the market needs a little correction for that, especially with meme coins, etc. And two, things always get darkest before they shine brightest, meaning every single time you get afraid or scared, all you really need to think about is, if I just am patient enough, the amount of money I'll make is just insane. When it comes to XRP, two things. One, if you just bought this freaking dip, I'm not showing it to you. If you just bought this freaking dip religiously, man, you'd be up a ton right now. And even now, I'm just going to average in more. As you can see, I've added, okay, you can't fully see it, but I've added a lot more XRP throughout the night. You might think this number doesn't change, this 270K, but it's mostly because I'm buying XRP, not dollars. The dollar value is just what it's worth. And the XRP value has gone down so much. So let's just say I had 100,000 XRP before. Well, at $3 or $3.20, it says 320,000, right? But then as prices go down, if I had 100,000 XRP, then at this point it shows as 170,000. So to get back to that $3,000 number, I have to basically double my position, right? So yeah, I've been buying a good chunk though. I'm loving it. I can't state I'm loving every second of it, but on the opposite side, man, I kind of feel as if, is this not also what we're here for? The fact that the craziest gains are be able to make overnight? Man, if I was just paying more attention. And this is, again, another reminder. We keep reminding ourselves, though, I should never go to bed again. I'm not sure if I would have even bought, because I think I would have already started entering heavy at like $2, for example, and then again at 190. I would probably have the craziest position in here. If I'd went to 177 though, I'd probably shit my bricks, because that's such a crazy move we've not seen in a while. But the last time that XRP went on such a crazy spree, we did go up very, very hard after, right? The last time that we got to the $1.90 range. Matter of fact, the last time we went to these levels was just a little bit over a month ago. The last time XRP touched below $2 was right here on the 31st, I think. No, the 30th of December. So really, when you start thinking about it like that, it's not that long ago. And right now, we're actually significantly above those levels, as the price, again, from that bottom, let's see here, is actually also still up right now, 21% this month. So it's kind of funny how the short term can make you think everything is that bad, but it's just because people got a little bit wrecked on the short term. Anyway, you're seeing my long-term vision. Ultimately, we've got a couple of crazy down days. You need them. You need them in bull markets as well. At some point, we're down that much, though, where it just becomes too tempting to just go crazy. And right now, again, if we're taking a look at Bitcoin as things are going, we really have not done anything that bad. People are panicking over almost nothing. But what did the price do last night? I want to quickly see. So the lowest we went to was $91,000, huh? Yeah, I didn't even see that. Right now, we're back to 95. Man, people have made some crazy money last night. And this is why trading is so beautiful, right? Yes, there's crazy loss opportunities, sure. But man, can you make a lot if you're just paying close attention. And the last time we got to prices this low, again, just taking a look at it, was 2 weeks ago. Not 3 weeks almost. And we went up, how much? 22% on Bitcoin over the next week. Man, I love life sometimes. Not because of my altcoin portfolio. No. That definitely makes me want to do something else. But just because of all the opportunities that are here. People like to always cry about everything. No. See it as something beautiful. See it as something beautiful. If you're having a sad day, understand that because these are down is also why there's so much money to be made. I'm hyping myself up. I'm excited again. I'm feeling good. Now let's hope we're not down 99% tomorrow, huh? No. Oh, no. All jokes besides, man, just consider this. If you're just paying close enough attention, every single drop is the craziest of opportunities to change your life. And that's about it for right now.